Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight here in New Zealand as we embark on another healing meditation focusing on the planetary healing and everything else on it, of course. And as I say, thank you for taking half an hour out of your time so we can spread some energy around, some healing energy, some love and some light, and have a little bit for ourselves as well, as usual. And I can't thank you enough, all of you, for joining us. So I hope you're all ready for a good half an hour. I know I certainly am. I've been sat here watching the clock, and now we're going. So we'll start as we usually do. If you're all sitting comfortably, just make sure all your phones are off if you can, and hopefully you won't be disturbed while we're going and us guys are working, doing the meditation and relaxing. So okay, we're all sitting comfortable, and I'd like you all now just to set the rhythm of your breathing. And we can do that by, if you take a nice deep breath in right down to the pit of your tummy and count to 3 before you release it. And then count to 3 before you inhale again. And then count to 3 before you exhale. When we start off doing that, and it'll set a nice rhythm for our breathing, and it will also set ourselves an inner balance so that we can really focus on what we're doing and what we're here to achieve tonight with all of us. And I'm pretty sure that there's most places on the planet are being covered by this, with people joining in, the way it's being shared, which is just fabulous, absolutely amazing. So we'll begin. Now we're all sitting comfortably and quite peaceful and rested. I'd like you to keep your eyes shut while you visualize a ball of blue light beginning to form in the pit of your tummy. And this blue light is a healing light. It represents a healing energy, as we're becoming to get used to it and familiar with it. So, and as we continue breathing at a nice rhythm at your own comfortable pace, we notice that blue light gradually begins to get bigger inside of us. And as it gets bigger, it gradually fills our whole being. It starts at our tummy, and some of it goes downwards, some of it comes up, and we see ourselves, we visualize ourselves completely, not covered, but completely smothered inside with this blue healing energy. Then I usually like to see it as a blue mist. I find it easiest to visualize and to work with. I see this blue healing mist swirling in around my insides, around all my organs and my joints, bringing some ease to anywhere that is feeling dis-ease. And we just take a couple of seconds, couple of minutes perhaps, just to focus that light on anywhere where we have any discomfort or dis-ease, anywhere that's out of balance. Just focus that light on those areas inside your body. And enjoy the feeling as it helps to return you to a state of balance. And now we become aware of that blue healing mist is beginning to come through, beginning to come out of our bodies in all directions. And we especially focus and be aware of it going down into the crust of the earth and upwards from the top of our head. It fills the room that we're sitting in. and it continues to go outwards from there. It goes out through all of the walls, exterior walls of where we are, and out to the boundary of the property we're in. And the blue light continues to go out beyond. And as it continues to work its way outwards, forever outwards, in all directions, call to mind people you may know or you may know of that you feel perhaps could benefit from this healing energy if they choose to use it. It is not our place to force it on them and to say you've got to have it. It's their choice whether they use it, take advantage of it or not. It's totally their call, but it is there if they need it. So call them to mind and see them working with the light, being part of it if they wish, bringing them peace and balance also. And we can go further than family and friends. We can take it out across the whole surface of the planet. And in doing so, we cover the hospitals and the medical centres and all the staff associated with the functioning, the running of those particular buildings, institutions. And we ask that the healing light be intensely strong in all of those places, for the staff, for the people that run the hospital, the administration, even the cleaners, anyone involved. We ask that the healing light shine on them and in them to give them a sense of balance, to help them continue in the work that they do. And the patients specifically, we ask also that the healing light shine on them as well, through them entirely, to help bring peace to them, however and whatever form that peace may take. And we also think of the family and loved ones of all of those people that are laying in a hospital bed. And most of them, with the virus that's going around, as we're aware, most of them will be on their own. They will have no family, no friends, no one to share a hug with, no one to be with them in their last hours, on this planet. And we ask that the healing light be there for them, that it helps, brings them peace and some sort of joy as they follow their journey. And at this point we think of all our family and friends also that we haven't been able to be close to share a hug with, whether it's brothers, sisters, children, grandchildren. The list goes on, the list is endless. But all of those people that we hold near and dear, we ask that they be covered in the blue light as well. And we spread the light even further as it works its way, completely blanketing our planet with this lovely blue mist. And we see it swirling around as if it's being blown by a gentle but powerful force that keeps it moving. It's never static, it's moving, circling, swirling around everything and anything upon our planet. And as I say earlier, it goes down into the planet as well. It's through the crust and down through the planet. And at the same time it goes into our oceans and our rivers and all our waterways, bringing peace and returning the oceans and the rivers back to a balance, back to a place where it is healthy for all the creatures that would usually live there, that have done. And we ask that they will be cleansed and purified so that the creatures can return home once again to where they came from. And if we visualize the oceans and the rivers becoming clearer and cleaner, and now we notice that the creatures of the ocean are returning to those places, and that the coral on the reefs are also returning to as it should be, and as the environment is right for them, as it always has been. And basically we ask that this healing energy just goes out to anything and everything, any form of life, any life stream that is on this planet, in the planet, and flying in the air, the atmosphere of the planet. And if I can leave that vision with you for a few minutes, just really focus on the planet, absolutely smothered inside and outside with the healing light, the blue healing mist, and the peacefulness that comes with it. And I'll continue on shortly. And so, within this vision that we have in front of us, I'd like you now to see, visualize the world that you would like to have now that the planet is returning to its proper state of being. And the life that we have as we greet and hug our friends and family and strangers, as we all open our hearts to others, to strangers, and we see the human race really reuniting as one race of people, no matter colour, culture, we're still all the same inside, and we're all looking for the same thing, the peace and the happiness and the unconditional love that we can share with all of those that we meet on our journey. And we can share the life that we want with old friends meeting up. We can share our life with them, with those people, so that they may share it with others. And so that energy spreads also around the planet, within the blue healing light, the healing mist, which will always be there now, always helping to return to balance. So if you can visualize yourself within that blue healing light, being open-hearted, friendly, hugging all your loved ones, and being at peace with the life you live, and being at peace in the world that you live in, with many, many others of us. And just enjoy the feeling as the world now shakes off its chains, shakes off the restrictions, and the planet itself returns to its own evolutionary path, to wherever it may take it to. As our planet is a living being, just like we are. And we all create the image of the life that we seek in a world that we seek to be a part of. Then that will begin to help strengthen that image and that energy, and it will also help us to reach that point. And the more often we can just smile at a stranger, then that's great. You're just sharing some unconditional love with a stranger. And as it becomes a habit and a way of life for us all, people will see how happy that we are, and they will want a part of it. And in doing so, the energy that we're trying to create, and we are creating, will spread. And it will spread because it knows no boundary. There's no limit on happiness and peacefulness, only that we put on it. That's the only limitation. So we take our limitations off, so it will continue. So again, I leave you for a few minutes with the vision that you have created of a happy, healthy life in a happy, healthy planet with your loved ones and friends you haven't met as yet. And so now I would ask you to prepare for your journey back. And as you come back, as your awareness returns, bring with it the two visions that you had. One of the planet covered in a blue mist, and the second one was you being a part of the world that you would like, you prefer, you wish to live in. And then as your awareness returns to the room that you're in, and the chair, wherever you may be, and as your awareness returns, I'd like you, as usual, just to wriggle your toes and your fingers and your hands, to have a bit of a stretch, to make sure you're fully grounded before you stand up and walk out the door and carry on with your day. And I'd like to leave you with one thought, well, several, I guess, is that because we're part of this meditation, we're doing this healing work for the planet, it really is part of our choice what we want to work for. And us, like many, many others, are working towards the healing of the planet, to one of unconditional love and beauty and peace. And there are others that don't really want that. They're happy with the planet being like a tip, I suppose, a garbage dump. And that's why it's important for us to hang on to the vision that we created, the visions that we created. And we always hold them in our mind. So they're always there for us to look at and to remind ourselves of what we are striving for and what we hope to achieve by sharing this meditation with as many people as we can and allow them to be a part of it, and others. So, thank you for joining me again tonight. I'll be here, same place, same time next Thursday, and I sincerely hope you all will be joining me again. And as usual, just bring as many friends, share as much as you like. The more energy we put into the meditation, the more effect it will have. And it's beginning to work now. So let's just keep piling on the blue mist. So thank you for thank you for being part of it, and I'm going to sign off now, and I hope you all have a wondrous day wherever you are on this planet, and take care